Hello and welcome back to a new episode of Comfy Cozy Completionist with your girl Lorelei. We are going to start off by sleeping and then I think we are going to eat some of the lower foods and go hunt for some treasures in the meadows for a little bit. And I think what we will have to be doing, we will have to find fresh meadows because this world has started before the Call to Arms update, and that could mean that we don't get the treasure we are after in existing meadows where we have been before. So for that reason we will have to go to some fresh meadows, I think. And we have to find those fresh meadows. Wait, we need some of that in here. So, we do have quite some of that here. We could make some fish wraps with that. What is needed for the fish wraps? Let me see. Cauliflower. That should be no problem. Because that's 5 fish wraps right there, which is better food than the raw fish. That is the wrong box. That one. Okay, let's see. So we've got decent food here. Also, we do want to be doing some cooking, I think. Okay, let's have a look at the map. We need some fresh meadows that we have not encountered previously. And where is our boat? The boat is here. No, we have 2 boat markers, and which one is the real one? Okay, let's eat that, and that, and that. We're not gonna be needing magic, I think, for that. Let's go have a look at the other side. Still anxious about that stupid gyal that hit us the other day. Gonna have to check more frequently. I don't know how often they respawn and if we manage to spawn proof that finally, but yeah, gonna be real careful here. More eggs. Nice, we're gonna have more omelette. Just waiting for my HP to go up. We have to jump over to the Mistlands real quick and get that portal renamed because I do want to have a pocket portal. Gonna pick up another one. Rename the pocket portal in the Mistlands to M for Mistlands, so we can use the pocket portal wherever we are going. So this is gonna be M. We did take everything here. Yes, everything is empty. Good. Pocket portal in pocket. We're gonna bring the wishbone. We're gonna go to the boat portal. Bring the wishbone. We probably thinking about leaving that here because we don't really need that. So now let's see where the boat portal really is. I don't have the slightest idea where we lift our boat. It is here. So it is not here. Okay, is there something interesting in here? There is a pocket portal in here. And then that is... I think that is the fresh swamp we were looking for. The swamp stuff. Because there is things in the swamp too that can be found in boxes. We were in there. We did search things in here. We did not leave a portal there. And we have had no luck finding things there. And I think that is because we drove by. What is going on here? What? Oh, okay. There is a big plains down there. And those are leeches fighting goblins. I don't think this is a good idea to be doing things here. We're gonna leave that portal here, name it 20, in case we want to return here. And we're gonna take our boat out. And we're gonna go this direction to discover new lands that we've never been before. So this is gonna be 20. And we're gonna take that with us. And we're gonna see if our boat needs repairing. No? Okay. And we're gonna go sailing for a bit. Because we do need to find... Really, we need to find new land here. That we've never seen before to make that happen. So we're gonna go here, I think, somewhere here, and see if we can find meadows and swamp and forest out there. And this is gonna stay there. It's number 20 at school. And we're gonna have a number 21 portal set up at home, so we can probably do some more exploring. That needs to happen. Oh man, I have been playing a lot of trophy hunts lately, and the new Trailblazer, well, it's not so new anymore, has those raggedy fast boats, and you get so used to that, but the boats being so fast that it seems like I'm crawling along on high speed here. It really feels like there is something missing. Oh, there is also a new mountain there. That could be a nice place to hunt for. Is that some swamp over there? That might be. That looks like real flat terrain there. That could be swamp. That seems to be plains over there. Gonna see if that there is swamp. It sure looks like swamp. It's the broken line that you see there that is indicative of being swampy. Maybe there is also some black forest, and maybe there is also some meadows. So we can find the missing wooden things there. Question is if that is already rendered in, because we have been sailing by here and I'm not sure when. We shall find out. Yeah, there is plains here. There is some swamp here. And there is a little bit of mountain there too. Probably gonna leave the boat right there. Reduce the speed a little bit to see if some logs spawn in there before we put down our boat to be left there. That swamp does not look too shabby. Also, we do need a little bit of iron. We are running low on iron after we have built all that stuff there. Might want to have a good supply of iron before we go forward to the Ashlands too, because we need to build a new base in the Ashlands, and we might need to utilize some iron beams there too. So this is gonna be a good place. Oh no, 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 no. I thought that would be a good place, but it ain't. They spawn in so late. It's not making things easier. Okay, let's go to the other side of the swamp then and see if we can make it work there. Don't want to leave my boat in a place where the logs can just get at it. Like, not only the serpents are a menace in the water, also the logs are. Okay, this is gonna be a good swamp, I think. It's looking good. It is quite extensive. There's more swamp beyond there. I don't want to leave the boat in the swamp proper if I can avoid it because of the leeches. I don't want my boat to be killed by the leeches. Also, did we already get some of the plains fish? I don't think. Okay, this is Black Forest here. Can see the usual haze of the Black Forest here. Can go around this probably. There is more swamp there on the northern side. Another opportunity to find things. From outside I cannot really see some of those spawners. And no crypts either. Gonna see the other side if we can leave the portal there. And there is a lot of mountains over there too, and some black forest, I think. Ooh, that is a big mountain. Well, maybe we want to go there too. Now we have headwind, and the sun is setting. I was just trying to reach the other side of that. That is not very deep, is it? Might not be worth the effort. Oh, we're gonna see. Gonna pick up some blood bags and stuff. Maybe pick up some decorations. That's only a small strip, and I cannot see any crypts in there. There might be out of rendering distance, but I cannot see any. I do hope there is no logs on the other side of that. Is that forest there? Oh yeah, it looks like that's forest on this side. Not mad about that. No logs in the forest. Okay, I think that is what we're gonna be doing the next day. We're gonna run that little strip here and see if we can find some spawners there. And maybe we can run around a little bit and see if there is some meadows there too. And hope for some of those Viking graveyards that are in the meadows. So maybe that is an option. I think we are good leaving our boat at that big stone there. That should be far enough away from any nonsense. Here we go. So let's have a crafting station and a box and that, and this is boat, and then this is going to be a dead grey dwarf or two. Ooh. Okay, I forgot to take my weapons out. Not exactly helpful. Can you come out of the water, sir? Is that thing stuck in the water? No. Okay, okay, okay. I think we cannot get up on that side. There we go. Okay. Gonna leave the pocket portal here. And home we go to do some sleeping. I think running around in the swamp, I don't need to use the super expensive food. We can go with the cheapy food. That is still working. So we've got things here and there and there. Repair things. What is the situation here? We do have... Let me see. Mr. Supreme, that is supply for 8 more days. We won't be able to play 8 more days in this episode, so I think we're good. I do need to think about what we're gonna be doing with those here. Maybe we just remove them and hang some banners here instead. This is looking nice now with all the glowy stuff here. I like that. Okay, let's have a short break here. Need to drink something. I'm gonna be right back with you. Okay, we're back. Let's sleep. And then we're gonna explore some swamp. We've got to find us... Ooh, the stutters. We got to find us some more sunken crypts anyways for the iron. But for now, we go with sausage, bread, and the fish wraps, I think. That is sufficient for the swamp. You should not get into trouble with that. Good. That one. We're gonna be doing some cooking in this episode at some point to prepare for the next episode. But for now, we are going in the swamp here. And we're gonna have some look around here to see if we can find some meadows here too. Should not be a big problem. We are slightly overgeared for this year. There is a lot of forest going on there. I kind of wonder if there is more up there, and then there is probably eventually meadows. Let's see what we can find here. Gonna run the length of that. Ow, that hurt. Gonna use the mole claws, train up my fist levels. I'm still hoping with the Deep North update they will bring more fist weapons to the game for the other biomes too. I would love that so much. Let me know in the comments, what do you think about fist weapons? Do you like them? Do you despise them? Have you ever tried them out, or did you just go with the usual weapons? I have been playing a lot with fist weapons since the Call to Arms update because I think they are fabulous. There is a crypt over there, I saw that. We're gonna mark it just in case. I have not brought any poison resist meat, which is a little bit stupid. We have so much of that. But yeah, forgot. There is a crypt. There is one of those spawners. Can I have a look at that? Oh, that is fast. Look at that. That works like a charm. There is no box here though. Like the boxes that you can find in here can contain the wooden weapon from the swamp. You have to go and look at those. There is another crypt over there. We're gonna mark that too. Okay, that one here. Always pick the turnips for good luck. Like turnips are the four-leaf clovers of Valheim, I feel. Oh, look at the maul claws tearing through them like nothing. Like they are so rare that I do not want to leave them when I find them. What is our fist levels? 27, that is not a lot. Ha! They are so good. I am having fun here. We don't need all of that, and we don't need all of that, but I do want the cactus. Okay. Ooh, that is a lot of Draugr here. I'd want to shoot some of them before they all get at us. Wow, that one hurt. That one really hurt. Ooh. Let me get my maul claws. Look at that. They do not stand a chance here. And I do not have the root vest, so I'm not pierce resist. There is another spawner here. Oh, we saw that already. Okay. I have to go in this direction then to find the outskirts of this. There is more Draugr everywhere. There's another crypt there. And one of those. That's not bad. There is another one over there. And that is the one we already saw. Okay. Not much more on this side. More Draugr. That is where our boat is. We need to go in this direction. I don't think there is much more else in here, because it's getting really narrow, and the narrower you find less stuff. Now what about you? Ow, that hurt. The bear paws are better against those. Now I got poisoned too. Kinda want to get out of the way a little bit, because I need to get that blob sorted first, I think. Poisoned me again, dude. I should have brought some poison, huh? Some poison resist potion, because that hurts. Okay, got a lot of wood here and also some ancient bark, which I do want to pick up. A lot of stuff. I'm just gonna drop it off at home real quick. We do not need that and that. So let's get that home real quick. We should probably put some mead in our Go box too. Here. I keep forgetting that I meant to do that. Okay, we got everything. That is really interesting, because the mole claws do deal slash and pierce, and the flesh rippers only have slash. So obviously they are better against A-bombs than the mole claws because of the pierce resistance of the A-bombs. Okay, I don't think there is anything anymore at the outskirts of that. It is too narrow to contain points of interest out here. Another A-bomb, I don't want to fight that right now. Just want to map that out, and I can see there is nothing interesting anymore out here. Yeah, okay, let's get back. I'm gonna go see the Black Forest on that side. And we've mapped out some sunken crypts here, so we could leave a number 21 portal there if we wanted to. But I think probably the other side of that swamp to the north might be more interesting than this bit here. Okay. 2 crypts marked here. Another A-bomb. A-bomb central here. Where are those A-bombs when I'm playing trophy hunts and I cannot find A-bombs for the life of me? That is so strange. Okay, that is all that is to it here. Back out in the forest. A little bit more here. Another A-bomb. Like what? That is so strange. There's a bear up there. Do we need that bear trophy still? I think we do. That bear is resistance to pierce, so we're gonna have to use the stack breaker here. The stack breaker, stupidness. The drop me a trophy, will ya? And what is going on here? Okay, let's see. No trophy. Gonna drop that. Don't want the trophies here. Well, we could have gotten lucky, but no. Yeah. Okay. That goes into some mountains here. Is that a real mountain? There's another bear there. That's a bear, a start one. Might want to have a portal down for that one. Could get nasty if we are not careful. Okay. What about you? I want to parry that. Can I? I can. Ooh, it hurts. It hurts a lot. Yeah, it is dangerous as fuck. Cannot see what I'm doing here. Look at that. I keep messing up that here. Because I cannot see what I'm doing. That is the problem here. Ow. It keeps hurting me because I cannot see what I'm doing. I am out of stamina here. Ooh. Fooling. Go kill the bear, fooling. That fooling is too stupid to kill a bear. I think we're gonna go home here. Just to survive this. Can come back another day to kill a bear. Okay, we've got stuff to take care of here. So we've got some of that and some of that and some of that. Meat. Ooh, that was stupid. That is done. And the black metal needs to go here to be taken over to the plain space. I think they are out of food up there. Wait, there is some trophies to be put in here. And then that and that and that. Some seeds. Things are a little bit mixed up here. We still have not enough raspberries. Good thing we are on a mission to go look at plains. Not plains, meadows, so we can replenish our raspberries. Get repair. And let's go sleep. That bear will heal up while we are sleeping, but yeah. Maybe we get the bear trophy from that. Maybe we get... Oh, we do have to have some stamina food. We only have cheap... Yeah, we do not have cheap stamina food anymore. We're gonna eat one of those and that, I think. Let's see if we can get that bear killed. Where is it? It was here. Where is it now? Oh, there. Ow, that hurt. It gets stuck on stuff here. It's really bad. Drop me a trophy for my purposeful defeat of you. No trophy. That trophy is really hard to get. Okay, gonna pick up all of that jazz because we can use the wood anyways, and the ice and all of that. And we're gonna get our portal. Let's drop that off at home real quick because we are full. All of that stuff. Just drop it here. I really am not having much fun with the wolf side because with my more cautious play style I don't trigger it, and thus it's not helping as much as I thought it might be helping. Let's go over this side and see if there might be some meadows somewhere here, or if that is all just yeah, that's plains there again. We did pick up our portal, yes we did. We do have enough blueberries, I think. So over there is more plains. Right beyond that forest there. Yeah, that's plains. That is no meadows. Things are fighting things. There's another bear here. And some skellies. And a lot of grey dwarfs. And foolings and everything too. We are having fun here. Man, man, man. Let's see if the fooling can do something against bears. It's a start fooling to boot. Did I get that Skeeto? I think I did. Those fooling might be just able to kill that bear. Kinda don't want to draw aggro from the foolings. I can't help it. The bear is done. I wonder if we can do things against those. Okay. That worked nicely. Let's see, did that bear drop a trophy by any chance? It did not. Okay, we don't need that. We don't need that. We don't need that. Okay. Well, it was worth trying. It was worth trying to find more trophies. But this is just forest and then plains, no meadows here at all. Okay, we saw what we needed to see. We're gonna get back to our boat. That is quite extensive here, but I don't think we need to run all of this. We don't need to kill that stuff. There's another bear here. Another chance. Let's see. Ooh, 2 brutes. And no bear trophy. This is getting ridiculous. Oh, where do we even want to go? Like here. keep killing bears and not getting trophies. Keep killing while and not getting trophies. It took forever to get that Fenring trophy we found in one of the last episodes. It's really ridiculous. Really don't want to fight those skellies, because it does not help anything. We do have enough bones. More skellies. I wonder if we should instead get us the Eikthyr power, because I keep forgetting to use the bone mass power anyways, and the Eikthyr power at least would help with exploring things. Okay, I think that troll got involved in killing some skellies. Don't have to be precious about that. I think we're gonna jump home real quick. Leave that here as a number 21 and get another portal. That and that. No, not that. But that and some of that. Ah, I did long press away the portal. Stupid. Because that was my pocket portal. I need that. Yeah, we do need to get more fine wood. And that. And that. Don't want to pick all of that up. Ugh. Do. That needs to go here. We want to rename that for 21. Put that here. And then get back. Oops. Boat. So that is 21 now. And we're gonna take our boat to the other side here. I think we're gonna see what's up there. Ugh. Getting some wind here to get north. because we saw that there was a swamp here too, so we're gonna go there and see if we can get some interesting stuff there. And we can always go and see that mountain from two portals here. There is the 16 and there is the 21. So if we want to do more things there, we can. Really, those boats do feel very, very slow once you played the trophy hunts with the fast boats. I think that is a lot of mountain over there. And some forest too. Maybe even some meadows. Maybe we should be going a little bit in this direction to have that show up on the map. Well, that's plains. Now we know. Is that still? No, that is the new plains we saw from the other side. Okay. That is the swamp we were looking for. Dreary, dreary weather on the ocean. I think we do have to, at some point, try and get us some sea serpents. We have completely left that out of the calculation. Sail the ocean in some storm and then try to get back to the ocean where you have the storm serpent spawning. Let's see what's here. Still ocean. I think there was a tiny bit of plains somewhere in between which cleared the weather. Yeah, it's plains here. It's fog in the plains, which is not helping. I can't see if there is something nasty going on there. And we will see the nastiness only in the last second if there is some logs spawning in there. Okay, I don't think we have logs spawning in there. Probably some nasty flies, but no logs. I'm good with that. I'm gonna have the pocket portal up here. Two of them. Leave my boat alone. Well, yeah. Oh, that's a starred one. Maybe we're gonna use that one instead. Okay, so now let's get the pocket portal up, or rather the boat portal. Boat. Let's repair that boat. I put it right the wrong way around. I tend to do that lately. There we go, boat. Okay, the sun is setting. We need to go home. We need to have a short break, and then we're gonna see that second swamp there and see if there is probably some meadows there. So now what have we got in our pockets? A lot of stuff. Some of that and that. Some bones, some wood, some seeds, some trophy. And some money. I think we're gonna jump over to the plain space real quick and get all of that black metal we collected in the box there. That is nasty weather here. I don't want to go hunt anything in that weather. You can't see nothing here. We have to come back here and light the fires and the the lamps. Okay. Time to have a break. Time to drink something. See if we have some coffee in the kitchen. Get me some coffee. Repair things. I long pressed away my hammer and my wisp-blade again. That is not good, having those things in here with the seeds. Probably we should put the seeds somewhere else. Huh. Okay, we do need another pocket portal. Let's get that. We do need to get to our wood farm too. But for now, we're gonna have a short break here, and I'm gonna be right back with you. Okay, let's sleep. There we go. Day 509. Okay, let's see what we can eat. That and that and that. That should be good to go into the swamp. We've repaired everything. We've got a pocket portal. We've got the boat portal going. There we go. Let's see that swamp. Let's see if we can finally find the wooden weapon. There. Still stupid weather in the plains. We're gonna use those, I think. Ah, you killed a mosquito, did you, huh? Okay. There is some fine wood to be had here. Well, we're gonna take it. We are low on fine wood anyways. That's not a bad thing. What is that? Ha! We don't need that. But we can use the money. There is even more laying around here. Woo! What are you doing here? Man, there is quite some skellies around these parts. What is that? Entrails. Trophy. Yeah, we don't need that. Okay. Let's go see. There is interesting stuff in here. I still have forgotten to bring the anti-poison mead. That swamp does not look like anything to me. Maybe it's better than I thought, but it does not open out a little. Then this is not gonna be very cool. Ah. Okay. This is next to nothing. Maybe it's opening out a little more over there. That is all plains up there. I'm gonna have mosquitoes. Not very interesting. Not interesting at all. Ow. Come out of the water, please. Ow. Like that guy is moving that leech out of the water. There we go. They still hurt, but where is it now? There is none of those spawner thingies here. It opens out here though. So maybe we can find something. I think no. So that is the end of this year. And there is not a single crypt in here, and there is not a single of those graves here. Like, this is kind of lame. Not a cool swamp at all. The other one was more interesting. This one has not even one of those graves where we could find a box. And no crypts either. But here is meadows. Some things are dying here. That is only like the wee bit of meadows here. Nothing special. And then it's forest. Okay. Let's get all of the stuff we picked up home real quick, and then we're gonna go see what's on the other side of that forest there. Because why not? Also, we might be able to pick up some fine wood, probably. Let me drop that off here real quick. Don't have to carry that around. Okay, we're gonna go see. I have everything, yes. Happened to me lately that I forgot to pick up the eyes and ran along without eyes, which is not very helpful either. There is another plains on the other side there. I saw there is a fooling village, but not interested. There is a burial chamber. We do have the rancid remains, so no big need to go there. A lot of skellies around here. But really, really, really no meadows. It's just forest. And that tiny, tiny bit of meadows we found. Let's see. Well, that is a whole continent there. Might be running around a lot. I think we're gonna have to leave a portal here because I don't want to run that all the way back. There's more plains down there. And more those. Man, there are quite a lot of grey dwarfs around these parts. Keep an eye out for another rocky maybe. Oh, there is some meadows coming up here. Might be able to find another rocky somewhere here. Look at all of those. So many of those. Okay, we are back to some meadows. That is good. And it looks a little more extensive than the other one was. Maybe we find one of those Viking graveyard ships here, if we are lucky. Look at all of those following me, like all the mobs. That looks like a Draugr village. That is a good source of getting the Draugr stuff too. So I think we're gonna do something here. You're still with me, friends? Come in here. Now they are having fun. Okay, and we are going to be putting up a portal somewhere here. So many skellies. And then that is plains again. Interesting. Yeah, I think we're gonna be doing things here. Let's get our portal up somewhere here, just for the sake of not having a portal and then getting into trouble. So, the good stuff is gonna be in that house there. Is there an entrance to that? There is gonna be so many guys in there. Where is the entrance? Here. I'm gonna open that and get to that. Because that is where the fun stuff is. Okay, so got that, and there is a box underneath here. We have to see if we have enough. It's not enough, so we're gonna have to do some destruction here. That is not what we wanted. There it is. That was what we were looking for here. Okay, that is what we needed. Hey, what? What's in here? nasty stuff in here too. And there is a lot of bees in here. I think we want bees. We don't need the stones. Okay. There is another bee in here. Should be throwing my spear at them. That would help a lot more. We can try out if we can. I still hear bees. Is there bees in there too? Where do I hear the bees? Still can hear bees. There it is. We don't need the flint. I think we're good now. Got everything we want from here. Found 6 bees because we found 3. Okay, what's here? That is not interesting, really. I think I'd rather have that. We're gonna go home now. So, we found at least the maze. That is the one of the 2 things that can occur in the swamp. We found that. And then the other one, I think, is the sledge, and that is in one of those boxes I told you about in the graveyards. So, we've got a lot of fine wood from that village. We also found some nails. And seeds and honey. And that. And then the money stuff needs to go down here. Money and that. And that. I think we're gonna get us a little bit of wood and try if the bees are happy in the Mistlands. I don't know. I've never tried. Oh, we're gonna try that now. I know for sure that they don't like the Ashlands. I have tried that. But I've never tried if they like... Well, that is not the most fabulous weather. The bees don't like this biome. Okay. So no bees in the mistlands. Okay. We've learned that. So, why is that in here? We're gonna put the bees there. And that should be in one of those here, I guess. Do we have some somewhere here? No. I think we're gonna put it here with that for now. There we go. And we've got the wooden maze. That is another one done. So we are lacking the mountain one and we are lacking the other swamp one, which is the sledge. And then there is a knife that is in the meadows, I think. We made the wooden sword. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then there is the sledge is 6. There is the axe is 7. And there is a knife that's 8, I think. I think that should be it. I'm gonna go sleep. Nasty weather. And then we're gonna go explore a little more on that continent, I think. Maybe we can find another bit of swamp somewhere there. That is... Where is it? That is this bit here. Okay. I have a swamp marker there, so if we cross those plains, that might be... there might be more swamp there. If I could only remember when we did explore all of that. Because if it was before the update came out, so, well, we're gonna go with that, and that, and that. And that's just because I don't want to go cook. Repair that. That is looking nice there. But we could have some kind of light here, probably. How about we put the Dwerger circlet there? Oh, no, we cannot because we have no Ashlands stuff on. I can refill our... Yeah, let's go. Let's have a look. With that nasty weather, let's have a look about the Gyal situation, just to be sure. I don't know the cycle in which they respawn, but I want to make sure we don't get nasty surprises. Okay. I kinda do want to make some decorations. Maybe we can decorate that a little more here. Have to think about it. How about we kill some of the prior bosses to have the boss trophies to be hanging up there? Not sure. Okay, let's see. We got that. We got that. We got that. We are done with that village there. There is some plains. Man, there is stuff lying on the ground here everywhere. Bones and things and everything. I think we're gonna run through that plains and see where that gets us. If the weather in the plains permits. While we're here, we can also pick that up. We've got too much junk in our pockets. Okay, let's see. I think we're gonna go north in that direction because I marked that there was a swamp there. I'm gonna go see if it's true. I think there is only one wooden weapon in the plains, and that's the Adgear, and we've got that already. They hurt. That one is empty. And it hasn't got a box either. Sometimes those... Ow, that hurt. That hurt real bad. Need to go a little bit more slow here. Because they hurt. We don't have the root vest. The root vest is back in the swamp base. We should make a second one so we can use it. Plains are much nicer to be exploring with a root vest on, because them mosquitoes are so damn hurtful. If we can, we're gonna be picking up quite a lot of cloudberries here. Yeah, there is swamp out there. Look at that. That is not bad. I like that. Get another chance on finding that other weapon. If we can cross that and not get into trouble. We probably can over there, beyond that village, can we? I don't want to swim that here. I'm gonna get... Gonna get poisoned by the leeches. I also don't want to fight that whole village, but we could lure them into the swamp, probably. Oops. Yeah, we can reach the swamp here without too much trouble. And we're gonna get all of them in the swamp too. Cool. And they can play with the swamp creatures while we go exploring some here. I do hope that this swamp is a little more interesting than the last one was. But for now, it's not looking the part. Ah. Not really. All of that is plains. No meadows. That is another A-bomb right there. I don't want to wake that one up. I don't have to play with A-bombs. We are looking for Viking graveyards with boxes in the middle. Skellies. This is not looking like a success story here. Not very happy with that. Well, it is a swamp, all right, but it's not a big one, and it is... Oh, maybe in that thing there could be... I've read that there might be something in one of those two. Not quite sure. Let's go see. No, there is nothing here. There is nothing at all here. Well, it was worth looking at. Where? You? Yeah, that was that swamp, and there is no Viking graveyard in here. And there is nothing else in here. It's just nothing. Not helpful. Now where to next? Is there more swamp over in this direction? That marker could be telling me. Let me say. Oh, now we managed to wake one. Ugh. Let me have a look, see on the other side here. If there is possibly something going on this side. Ugh. Oh, I did not manage to get out of the way on time. Twice. Wanted to look at this side if there is more swamp out there, but there ain't, I don't think. So that marker is just go up there a little bit, see if there is more looking out. We could bring our boat here and pick the portal up. If there was something interesting here. Maybe there is more up there. I don't know. Yeah, that's that one here, that swamp on the hill deer side. But I think we discovered that one before the update dropped. We can go look at that, but I don't think that it will help. gonna take the boat over here, pick up the pocket portal there. And then that is that. Okay, so we've got some of that and some, no, not of that, but of that. And some leather and some ice. And some of that. I think we have to reorganize that here a little bit because things are in a stupid disarray here. Maybe more like that. Something like that. Because we do... Oh, I forgot completely that we wanted to get us more raspberries. We were in the meadows and I have not picked up a single raspberry because I was so busy killing stuff there. Okay, we have a few minutes left before this episode comes to an end. I think we're gonna feed our chicken here. Let's see if I can make that work. Ooh, that was a good throw. Like it's right in the middle between those two. Come on, eat, friends, eat. There we go. So we feed the chicken, and that is good. Gonna have another look over on this side to see about the gyal situation. I'm really paranoid now with that. Maybe we did good with the workbenches over there. I've not seen any gyal action since we put up the workbenches there. I don't know the cycle, but I have to look it up probably in the wiki to know more. Also, we might have to go and explore that a little bit more here. We sure know that we have not explored things up here. And that is Black Forest here. But I think we are pretty good with that here. We're gonna be having an eye on that for a good while longer to make sure we don't get our ass kicked again. Yeah, we are still missing the the stone golem and the sea serpent. Yeah, we're gonna rename that 22. I think we need to have some more wood and do something about that thing here. Let me get some wood and do touch-ups on some places here because we are lacking some things somewhere. Like, look, there is nothing on top of that. And that is all in shambles. Let's get that on top here. And maybe elongate that a little bit. Touch it up, make it nicer. We have no coverings on that one here. Gonna do that. yeah, we keep finding places where we need to do some touching up. Not sure about this year. This is keeping up good because it's touching the wood, the stone. So that is nice. We wanted to think about a way to get up here from down there, because this has been proven to be tricky. Let me see. Well, it's not that tricky. We can jump here and then get up here. And from there we can get over there. So probably that's fine. Yeah, we need to go and end the episode here, I think. Let's have a look in here and see if we need to refill that a little bit at least. Also, we might want to go look at our hearth in our kitchen and refill that. I have been using lights that need refilling quite sparingly here. I've been using more Dwerga lanterns for that. So that is a thing, but we might want to think about refilling everything once in a while here. Also, this year's really strange. Maybe we need to take out that one and put some white stone in there. And this one here needs refilling too. And what's about that? Yeah, that is good. Leave that here. What's that? Well, let's refill what we can so the things don't go out on us here. At least that is working now and not giving us the troubles anymore. Not quite happy with how it looks. Might want to move that wall back a little bit, like to this board here. Is there even a snapping point there? Let's try that out. Can we snap that? We could be snapping that here. It would be snapping there. Like so. I don't know if I'm happy with that. That is giving me trouble ever since we built that. Not sure. Okay, I think we are done with this episode here. I hope you liked this episode of us running around in previous biomes, trying to find things. At least we found the wooden maze. That is one more down. We only need to find 3 or 4 more, I think. I have to look it up. If you like this episode, please give it a like. That helps for others to find this channel. It is quite difficult these days to get viewers to find your channel with all of that AI going on there. So if you could subscribe and leave a like and write me a comment about what you think about the fist weapons, like I asked you earlier, what you think about them. Do you like them? Do you hate them? Do you think they should be adding more of those? I would want to know, so leave me a comment, please. And with that, I'm gonna tell you a good night, and we are going to be back with new shenanigans in the 10th world real soon. Bye!